view.
That's
If you
pretty
can
cool.
see the lens, it can see you.
Okay.
Darren March in American Nomad News with one guy and another guy who's in there, and we're going to have a discussion about life, the universe, everything, rockets, robots, and space thingies.
Fantastic.
Okay, have a seat. So tell me all about yourself. You got a Star Wars t-shirt on there. You got a SpaceX t-shirt over here.
You know, I got a Star Wars t-shirt. I got Star Wars tattoos all up my leg. You know,
I'm going to
it's
guess
a big
maybe
thing.
you're a Star Wars fan?
Yeah.
I've been thinking for a long time there needs to be a Klingon Jedi show up in one of the
That would be wild.
and
you
just
know?
not even touch it.
I've always
Right?
thought
Like just show the guy and give him a major part and everything, but never go into the Star Trek thing and just
Yeah.
let people go nuts.
I've always thought there needed to be a crossover. And the Uber Eats commercial they've been doing with Patrick Stewart and Mark Hamill lately is freaking amazing. They can make something out of that if they want.
Who was it? Quentin Tarantino
Uh-huh.
briefly entertained to the point where he grumpily kind of talked about writing a script for Star Trek.
Oh,
But-
wow.
But like, it was like somebody was trying to talk him into it, and he was kind of like trying to figure out how to not have to do it.
Yeah.
And, you know, there's no compulsion in belief. You don't compel people to believe something.
No.
But I've thought for a long time about the style of directors, right? Now, you could take two different, really radically different directors and have them direct the same Star Trek movie.
Yeah.
Have the wild dude do the Klingon scenes,
Huh?
and have the Disney family movie guy
Do the appropriate thing.
do the Federation scenes.
360
It
cam?
is a 360.
It's not technically 360. You need two units
Hey, guys.
back to back in order to do. You've got the same screensaver on your back screen on your thingy there.
Hey, I'm going to film you too because we're going to talk about rockets, right?
Yeah. Rockets.
What do you need?
Did you look up the Aldrin Cycler?
I did not yet.
Look it up on Wikipedia.
Let me grab my. Can I grab my thing out of my car real quick? I've got a little stand. I know that's what Chris is looking for. So.
So I'm talking him into looking up the Aldrin Cycler
Aldrin
on
Cycler.
Wikipedia.
Here, you got the same phone, right? You got a Note 9.
Yeah.
That's faster on the back.
I was just going
Power
to
box, right?
I got it.
So check out, pull up Wikipedia and punch in Aldrin Cycler.
Okay, Google. Open Wiki Aldrin Cycle. Do that with Snap in.
So how often do you post to YouTube? Or hang on. Let me turn this.
I've got over 300 or 400 videos, and they all
No
suck.
shit.
And they all suck.
I got like...
I'm the only guy on
I
the
like
whole
the
crew.
fisheye lens, though. It looks like you get a fisheye lens in some of the stuff you get.
A lot of them are fisheye.
Yeah.
I had laptops, but they died. They were not up to surviving the backpack.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. One died simultaneous to me wiping down the deck with sanitizer, so it's probably the sanitizer that killed it. And I hate Windows 10. Oh my god. Pisses me off something fierce.
So Darren, I'm finally getting my video done.
And you are
I'm Chris.
okay, and he is
Troy.
Troy. SpaceX and Star Wars.
Yep. It's a good way to put it.
Yep.
He's wearing all Star Wars, and I told him earlier today, I've never seen a Star Wars or a Star Trek, but I'm in love with rockets.
Yeah.
I
You
don't
know,
watch movies or TV.
there's a lot to say about science fiction and
Yeah, I don't like.
how here's an observation for you, okay? And you can verify this. You can go look up Edgar Rice Burroughs and the era of pulp sci-fi, and you can go a little later and look at Isaac Asimov. You can look at Ben Bova, the era of hard sci-fi, iRobot, all that kind of
I
stuff.
don't know anything about that.
But follow me on this, right? There's a timeline with science fiction and the way it was written that's tied to the public's level of understanding of scientific functions. It's the public's understanding of science that forces the hand of writers.
Yes.
Have you ever heard of The Expanse?
No.
It is a critical shift in the thinking of science fiction writers.
See, I don't watch or read any of that,
Okay.
so I have no clue what you're talking
It's an indicator, just like there's stock market indicators,
about.
like when women's skirts go
trends
up
or-
or down and weird stuff like that. The Expanse head writer decided to make realistic gravity, quote unquote, a character in the show. So the film crew had to have everything Newtonian. It's not Star Trek where there's magical gravity plates that don't have to be described. You either spin it, you propel it, or there's no gravity. However you want to break down how you talk about gravity, because
Yeah.
some people say
Well,
it's a
gravity-
force and it's an effect, and okay, whatever.
You don't get rid of gravity; you counter it. And like you just made a description of
and
spinning it.
and that's why the
So if you
really
spin
anal
it-
people talk about microgravity in places like the ISS or in a rocket or in the Vomit Comet, because there's always gravity, whatever
There's
that is.
gravity in the C-130s we died
Sure.
in.
There's gravity in the atom of oxygen you just sucked into your lungs,
Yes,
along with the
there's
nicotine.
gravity. Anything that has
Sure.
mass has a gravitational
But
force. It could be very
In
minuscule.
film,
That's why I don't watch
they
TV.
make up whatever rules are easy to film.
Yeah.
As
That's what
long
I'm
as the
trying to-
public will go along with it, because you have to have suspension of disbelief. In order to enjoy a movie,
And that's why I don't
you
watch
have to
movies.
be able to immerse yourself.
I know.
And if you're really technical minded,
You don't watch movies.
you either don't watch movies or you just kind of
That's why
Go
I don't
with
watch
it.
movies.
Yeah.
No, I do not go with it.
I don't-
It pisses me off when
I watched
go
it.
watch The Expanse. Go watch The Expanse. Just watch
No.
watch the first
I have
episode.
been thinking about watching that actually.
So-
I have not.
No, he could watch it.
Okay.
and tell you about it.
Yeah, but there's no way I'm gonna watch a fucking. Is this still recording? Hopefully.
Looks like it.
So what's your guys' backgrounds? Besides being fans of a rocket and fans of a movie.
Oh.
Oh man.
So, let me start. My background is I ride motorcycles. Used to. I'm crippled. Can't do that anymore. But when I was in 8th grade, there was a magazine called High Powered Rocketry. And so, dirt bikes always fascinated me as a little kid because they threw dirt, right?
Okay.
And so I always liked the roost. And we had an old XR70 that I'd always have my dad. I was like, Dad, let's ride. And I would
Yeah.
hold on to the crossbar of the handlebars, and I would look backwards the whole time. All I cared about is that thing is accelerating and throwing dirt. And in the 8th grade, I saw on the internet, you know, I had like
In 8th grade.
I had like a 2.4.
Yep.
I had a dial-up. Beep,
Yep.
beep.
Me too.
So I'm on AOL and I see a magazine subscription